Thank you for letting me know. Oh my gosh, imagine that. Coming live without voice, without audio. Oh Lord. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, I was greeting you all. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing? Sometimes some of all these connections, you have to get this one, make sure this one is this, make sure studio is that, make sure all of those are that. Or you will talk to yourself by yourself. I'm here yourself. I think you all can hear me now because I've turned on what the problem was. Miss Ogechi, greetings to you. Say you can't hear me. I think you should because I saw what the problem was and got it fixed right away. But anyway, so sorry about that. Many things to fix when you come on the studio, just to make sure you have you know, a better atmosphere. So, but anyways, greetings to you all. I hope everyone is doing well. Who is tagging Miss Ikolua, Mother Ikolua, Ikolua, Mother Ikolua is here. I see her. So, okay, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, Mother Ikolua, greetings to you, ma'am. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. I see Mother Thing, greetings to you, ma'am. How are you doing? And happy Sunday to you. Yeah, it's audible. Okay, thank you. Miss Aminat, you all are powering. Our new chapters are just on the fire. Our new chapters are on fire. Our new chapters on fire. Wow. I was like, oh my. Thank you all for all you do. You all really came prepared. Our new chapters, you know, we don't neglect certain things. They really came prepared, and I really thank God because creation of these new chapters has been just thought of it, knowing how we started the first chapter, second chapter, the third one, the fifth one, the fourth one, the fifth one, suspended the fifth one, and doing all the so just thought of it. I'm like, oh Lord, but guess what? God isn't a baby. Chukwuaborobaka, right? God is no child at all. So from the look of the whole thing, I think by His grace, because that some of our auxiliary admins already knew what the communication is all about. So it's much easier for them to, you know, take that gospel around, for them to stand firm on the whole thing. So it's just going like automatic. So we thank you all for all you do. And to those our new members, we welcome you all. As you're joining, get to know the community, get to know who we are, what we do. And we will always say, no one is more Chris Lucci than another. So when you join, please be part of it, like 360, be part of the community, okay? Together we'll continue to give life a meaning because there are many work in this vineyard and few laborers, few workers. But thank God we are counted, among the few, especially with sincerity, with humility, diligence. I will talk and talk. I will say, mention yours. This family is incredible. Honestly, this family is incredible. This family is, this community is, I can't get over this community. I can't just get over the passion, the love, the sincerity, the humility, the hunger, and everything. I can't just get over it. I can't get over that. So thank you. Thank you. And let me reserve the rest so that we can catch up, with a few things on this topic. This topic might be two sections because this topic is a foundation. Is a foundation, a big foundation. So I don't think I will be able to cover some things I want to cover on it. But let's see how it goes. Okay. So thank you, everyone. We see you. We see you. We see you. If I'm not able to call names, please, everybody is duly welcome and loved and respected. Okay. We cite you, our Father, Adi Ojo. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for all you do. God bless and keep you always for us when you are out there and all. God bless and keep you for us so dearly. So we recognize everybody. We thank you for joining Queen Mother. I cite you. Amalicha Chukune, Amalicha indeed. That's is a trademark. So let's get there. Please let's help to translate. Okay. Ah, bịakwutenna bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ bịakwutenna bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ bịakwutenna bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ bịakwutenna bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ 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 bịakwute Chukwu ka izuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ bịakwute nna bịa zuru ike bịakwute Chukwu bịa zuru ike bịakwute nna bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ bịakwute nna is come unto the Lord, come to the Lord. Bịa zuru ike is to get rest. Okay, come to me, all you that are heavy landing. Okay, like come to me, all you who are heavy in heart or whatever. Okay, whatever it is. Okay. I was trying to read what someone wrote and the title got off me and I got lost. So Biakutena, like we said, is come to the Lord or come to thee, right? Biazurike is to have rest. All you who labored and overburdened, right? Come and have rest. It's just what it means. And then some other inspirations or ministrations. So bịakwute na bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ bịakwute na bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ. The heaviness could be anything. It could be worries. It could be not, being there that we want to get. It could be maybe you think some of your prayers haven't been answered. It could be anything. It could be betrayal of people. Then it becomes a burden to us, right? It could be a lot of things. A lot of things. The economic, challenges, the whatever, a lot of things. It could be anything. But whatever it is, okay, we are saying, because definitely we got to live to tell many of our stories, beautiful stories. So whatever it is, it's an opportunity to refresh. It's an opportunity to take a deep breath. It's an opportunity. We're having this moment to lay off those burdens from us, to get off those burdens from us, because those burdens can do nothing than to cause more harm, than to add up and create even more. So the moment is just that moment to remind us to take it off. Just know that it doesn't belong on that body for the moment. Is a reminder. Take it off. Like a cloth, remove it like sackcloth, take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Because some things that haven't happened to us is not just because of us. It may not be the right time. It may not be really for us. Like I shared one time with you, or someone that's been so on someone because she felt her help will come from the person, right? And she was so hot over the years. I'm doing all of those. But when the help, the real help, and that help God wanted for her came, her number was looking, she was looking all over, like searching for her and all of those, got the number and was like, this is what is placed and what has been placed in my heart for over the years, you know. And I was able to let her know sometimes the people we look up to do certain things for us, and if it is genuine and there's God answering, may not be those people, because it may be people that eventually when they do that to you, they will own you. If they do that to you, they will become God for you. If they do that to you, right, they will always rub it on your face. They will always remind you that you're still existing. So there are a lot of things, and if they do that for you, let's say maybe that thing didn't go well or that business failed, right? They will crucify you. And that will, but God might just take ordinary, just external, a neutral person to do that, right? And then maybe those people can now be tortured because eventually the person still helped and still helping, but the lady is already doing very, very, very well, very well. So these are certain things we have to look into. Sometimes it might be our promotions, but guess what? Our promotions always get us to the next level, right? And that next level, there might be someone there that might mess up our career. So God can still delay that, promotion for a particular time. There are a lot of things that when we look into certain things, honestly, there are reasons to really take off those clothes of body called body, those clothes of sadness, those clothes of, heaviness, of pains. Just take it off. Take it off, because when God actually will bless us, all like they will say, activities determines results. Once we are doing our part, when God chose to, when He's at the appropriate time, it doesn't, stress us to do that. As long as we're doing our part, it doesn't bring sorrows, it doesn't add sorrows, it doesn't stress us, it doesn't ruin us, it doesn't do any of those. And that's blessing. And these are places when we look, we will smile and say, that's God, that's Him in the picture. Okay, so bịakwute nna m bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ, bịakwute nna m bịa zuru ike unu ndị bụrụ ibu dị arọ. Mkpụrụ obi gị chọbagodo iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi gị chọba iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi m chọba iru Chineke. Many often we just want God, yes, bless, bless, bless. But those blessings are still the blessing, even when we are blessed, if not at appropriate time, if we are not yet developed, we will be blessed and we will still use those to suppress others. There are a lot of things. So let's first look for that heart of humanity, that heart of accommodation, that loving heart, that when that will be bestowed on us, we can actually use it to do the work we are called for. We can actually use it to bless others, not to suppress them, not to curse them, not to subject them to what they will least expect. So there are a lot of things, sometimes I would say, sometimes, and I'm so grateful. I say, there are certain things I want to do, or maybe I may want to do, right? But for the fear of God, right, I will weigh my options. There are a lot of things, a lot of things to consider. There are a lot of things to consider. So that is why we have to always look for this our heart, this our good heart, this good heart, developing it first, so that when whatever comes in, that spirit can indeed dwell. So mkpụrụ obi mụ na-achọ iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi mụ na-achọ iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi gị chọbagodo iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi gị chọba iru Chineke. When that presence, when the perfect comes, we cannot take bribe. We cannot eat that Jacob's porridge. We cannot betray others. We cannot be bought over. At that appointed time, we will use it to serve God, to serve humanity. And remember, in serving, in service, we become better people. In giving, we become better people. In doing many things we do, we become many things positive, we become better people. So we have to take note of this. And that is why we're still on this. I'm saying, mkpụrụ obi mụ na-achọ iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi mụ na-achọ iru Chijimdom, mkpụrụ obi mụ na-achọ iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi m na-achọ iru Chineke. Ọ bụ onye boro gị ibu dị arọ, ọ bụ onye boro gị ibu dị arọ, ọ bụ ụwa boro gị ibu dị arọ, ọ bụ onye boro gị ibu dị arọ, ọ bụ ya boro gị ibu dị arọ, ọ bụ ya boro gị ibu dị arọ, ọ bụ onye boro gị ibu dị arọ, ọ bụ onye boro gị ibu dị arọ. Mkpụrụ obi gị chọba iru Chineke, because o nwere ihe ọma na-achụ. Good has many roles to play. Mkpụrụ obi gị chọba iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi gị chọba iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi mụ na-achọ iru Chineke, mkpụrụ obi mụ na-achọ iru Chineke. Bịakwute nna m, bịa zuru ike, unu ndị boro ibu dị arọ, 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 unu ndị boro ibu dị arọ. Bịakwute m na bịa zuru ike, unu ndị boro ibu dị arọ. Bịakwute Chukwu ka izuru ike, bịakwute Chukwu ka izuru ike. Make relationship with God. Make relationship with God. I am not talking about church. Church is good because it's a gathering of brethren. I am talking about spirituality. Make relationship with God for your peace and the many other priceless benefits. Call it your boldness, call it your confidence, call it the peace that the world cannot give you. Nobody can offer you that peace. Nobody can offer you that. Nobody. One with God is majority. It does not matter. Maybe a loved one may have left you, but guess what? You will always feel this, like you will always be filled in the spirit, like you will always be feel that majority around you. Bịakwute Chukwu ka izuru ike, bịakwute Chukwu ka izuru ike, bịakwute Chukwu ka izuru ike, bịakwute Chukwu ka izuru ike. Sometimes when people come to me for certain things, first thing I tell people, make relationship with your maker. Because as humans, we are weak. Many things break us. Many things break us. The only thing that can build and sustain and stabilize us is relation. Having supernatural is beyond human, is beyond human, is beyond what we think it is. It is beyond that. Because I will tell people again, when you do those, there are many ways you will see a lot of things. You will not be seeing things the regular way. And that gives you hakuna. That dwells peace in you and everything around you. Some people might be looking at you and was like, don't you know, no, like, can't you understand? You will look at it. You will say, me, I will be like, I chose my battle. This is not one of them. A lot will not matter. There are ones that will come, you will say is dead on arrival. Like before is inconsequential. It don't no, this does not count. You can't get in anything and everything. It comes certain times you will be like, not this time. Because there is something in you. There is something in you due to the relationship that will direct so many of your paths. That will direct, including your reasoning. Education is good, but intelligence, awesome. But that's not wisdom. Wisdom is a gift. Is a gift. Is a gift. Is a gift. And oftentimes those gifts are being revealed and being added when we are using it the right way. When we stand on the side of the truth, when we don't get compromised, when we don't betray people, when we don't talk ill of people, even when every person is doing wrongs and all of those, you can choose intentionally, take it the other way. It's not the regular thing human do. It's not the regular thing. It's a gift. And because you are using it rightly, it will be multiplying. It will be adding. You on your own will not even believe yourself. You yourself, oftentimes, because it will go beyond you. It will take over you. It will go beyond you. It's not just about you, but about that spirit that dwells, that perfect that comes in. The rest of the weakness will give way. It's not about age. It's not about status. Single, married, kids. It's not about none of those. It's about the availability of heart. Like that heart open. And that power is there. What people will throw at you. That lemon, you use it to make out lemonade. It will be like, okay, something, maybe this happens because God wants to correct something. It's always yours when they are coming, is, oh no, okay, this happens for a reason. You know, even when you talk about it, you will still be, why would this happen? There is a communication. Is a communication because we're just not dealing with the physical. Is a communication. It will help you to pay, it will help us to pay attention. And while we pay attention, we can hear the good spirit, because the good spirit doesn't struggle to get in. It's gentle. And it takes attention to get it. And these are some and many things we have to really intentionally ask for. We have to intentionally look onto this. And the whole lot that we are trying to get it by every means and all means, a whole lot will drop naturally. I always tell people, and I maintain it, and I'm ready to prove it anyway. I said, I do not preach peace is beautiful, it's amazing, it's all we pray for. But I still say that. And like I say, I still don't mix my words that I say, I don't preach peace. I don't preach peace. You see the way I say, I don't preach gospel. I believe in living gospel. Because when we're doing one thing, right? Over a time, a lot has been preaching it. Where is the word? Because many have not been intentionally living it. And then, when that message will come, it's not to come and do the usual things. It's to come and do what? Uncommon things. And I said, I don't preach gospel. Does that mean I don't preach it? I preach it. But first, I am intentional with it. I live it. I want the living of it to say more, so that the talking will save me. Like it will be less. Action speaks louder. And then I take it to that piece. I say that. Why do I say that? I won't emphasize much. But why I said I don't preach peace. What I preach is justice. When you're oppressing someone, the person has to cry. And then you tell the person, hush, don't cry. And you continue to oppress the person. Guess what? the person will continue to cry. And if someone is crying, that's not good. Now, what are we talking about? When we don't do the right thing, right? You are taking things that belong to people, you are intentionally hurting people, right? And then maybe it's back and forth. And then when I come there, I will first tell us, we have to talk about justice. Let's preach justice here. Let there be justice. Golden rule. Don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. Do unto them what you would want them to do unto you. Golden rule. Golden rule. And guess what? Peace is always available. God promised us that his grace is sufficient. So the peace is sufficient and peace will automatically do well. Bahama, like you go and cut it, it's gonna sprout again. You have to uproot it. You want there to be peace, uproot the root, the cause of it, and it will fall. Why doing it? Does that mean we don't intentionally, right, holding on to peace? Yeah, we're intentionally doing that. But what I call it is okay. We manage managing problems. But when we solve problems, we get it done. But when we're managing it, it's for a time. Because if we don't solve it, over a time, it's going to come back until we solve it. And I put it again. I am on the side of justice because I know peace is sufficient. Peace is available at all times. Once justice prevails, peace dwells. Once justice, what do you call it? Okay? Once there is justice, peace prevails. Peace dwells. It is what it is. Okay? At the same time, while, okay, because we still have to wait things. While we're doing all of those, certain situations, we manage it, but it's not a landing place. Managing is not a destination. Okay? So we manage while we are working towards what? Solving what the problem is. So that's what we're talking about. Boromeo mema, boromeo mema, boromeo mema, omema. Kpọrọ m omema Chukwu na-aza ekpere, kpọrọ m omema omema. Kpọrọ m omema Chukwu na-aza ekpere, kpọrọ m omema omema. Kpọrọ m omema Chukwu na-enye amara, kpọbara m omema omema. Kpọbara m omema Chukwu na-aza ekpere, kpọbara m omema omema. Kpọbara m omema nwoke obiọma, kpọbara m omema omema. Kpọbara m omema, kpọbara m omema, kpọbara m omema omema. Kpọbara m omema, kpọbara m omema, kpọbara m omema omema. Chukwu ka dibịa, Chukwu ka dibịa, Chukwu ka dibịa omema. Chimu ka dibịa, Chukwu ka dibịa, Chukwu ka dibịa omema. Heavenly Father, our help is in the name of you, the creator of heaven and earth. Father, we thank you for who you are. We adore you. We reverence you. I am that I am. Lord, I reverence you. Father, I disappear and call upon you to appear. Lord, I decrease, Lord, and ask you to increase. Take preeminence tonight. May your word dwell tonight. May your word go and bear fruits tonight. May you speak, O Lord, to the greater glory of your name. Visit every individual, Lord, according to their heart desires. For you remain our omniscience, God. Father, never leave us because we go astray. Continue to dwell in us. May you, the perfect, dwell in us, Lord, for our own whole being. We need your help, for we cannot do a lot on our own. Take preeminence tonight. In the name of you, God the Father, Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen and amen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to our Friday live program. This is Chris Lucci, Charity Initiative Community, giving life a meaning. Our message is simple: give life a meaning. Anything that can add value to life, that is our stand. That is who we are. Is a passion, is a vision, is a movement. You can add yours. It is who we are. And we continue to give life a meaning because we want to leave that footprint of making a positive difference in different ways. So for tonight, our title tonight is why children's life experience uh, say it. So why children's life experience matters. Life experience, children's foundational experience, children's upbringing experience, children, family, early childhood experience, children's family experience, all of those. Why do those matter? Why do we talk about it? Why do we think it's a necessity? Because these are the factors that form a child. These are the factors that help to shape a child. These are the factors that model a child. These are the factors that follows this case into the adulthood and many more. So it matters. And we're going to say a few of them because, like I said, because of time, this might be double. I got to go it a little, easy. And then maybe next time we're going to talk about it, we'll take it to other practical aspects. Now, their life experiences should not be neglected. Kids' life experiences shouldn't be neglected. For these plays so many vital roles, so many significant roles in their lives, long run. And while raising up these kids, we still have to know that we are not raising the kids that will remain with us. We are raising the kids that will stand for both the family, the society, both professional and more. So while raising all these kids, we have to put a lot into place. We don't just raise them with just our own knowledge. We don't do that. Where we know is what we know is what we can offer. Where we know is where, uh, maybe it can be picked up. So we don't raise these kids based on just our own personal knowledge. Experience is important in bringing up these kids, especially early childhood at the early dawn. It is very important. Okay? How do we gather these experiences? It could be from our professions, right? It could be from, like we always promote, hand over good books to these kids. If it is difficult, I'm not talking of, subscribing to something they read online. If it is difficult, you can even give them those good books. Go to bookshops, we have all of those. And I say again, worst case scenario, if you don't know how, okay, as a family and all of those, get them go on book of proverb books, book of wisdom. I still read that book till tomorrow. It's part of who I am. Proverb book is part of who I am because it will tell you how it is. Proverb book will look at you and tell you, will read it like it will tell you.
Please recharge in time.
Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so
Battery is low.
okay, I heard
Please
it. I heard
recharge
it.
in time.
Just take it easy. I'm aware. I acknowledge that. Okay, so I'm gonna do something different. Did you plug it? Okay, so I'm gonna get it plugged so that I can still use it to help with my voice. Okay, sorry about that. So, what are we talking about? Uh, okay, so all these things are stuff, we need to put in place. The upbringing of our children, right? Their early upbringing. Because once they grow, right, especially through the formation of those brains, once they grow, much we can do is directions. But the upbringing, that early stage, is stuff we're talking about. I'm not sure where I was before the interruption, but then we're going to continue. Okay. So, their upbringing is important for both us as the family and as the society. It's very important. When we don't play those roles, when we don't do all those needful, it doesn't come back well because it does not just gonna harm only the society. It's still gonna harm us. It's still gonna come to us. So these are some vital, okay, points and reasons we need to hold on to. We need to hold on to that. Okay, like I was saying, we don't just depend on our own just knowledge, because if we depend on just our own knowledge, we are going to limit those kids. We will limit those kids, or we will end up just raising up just one line inexperienced child, and I don't think is what we look forward to. We can do all those books, give them. It's okay to reward them, like during summer, during a long break, long vacation, right? Have a talk. How many books can you read? Okay, for the ones that maybe not yet on it, you can start it as a journey. Have a conversation. Let them read it, because books will open up these kids. There are many discoveries. Books will teach them, because that's many right, with different references and all. Is the combination of knowledge. So the one you're teaching them is there, the standard one. The one you're teaching them might be interpersonal, that's the personal, or the cultural one, family, right? Now, if you are the one like a parent, you also read and professional. Okay, you add those. That's awesome. Add some professional standard and all of right. That's awesome. Now, the stuff you read of the book, you add it to that. It's still awesome. Now, handing it over to them, it's another, right? Because now you are not just fishing and giving to them. You've now taught them how to fish. I was talking with my kids yesterday, and then I told them, I said, when I need a particular thing, but then I told them, I said, I've built some self-motivation, like I have personal motivation. I said, when I actually want to do stuff, I already built it intentionally over, like, have that self-motivation. I want to do stuff, I just look for how and head on it. I say, but for any reason, maybe if I feel certain way or this, I say, I know a book. Once I get on my shelf, the bookshelf, I know a book to pick. I know what I need. I will go to that. And there are some I know where to reference. And which often I reference book of Proverbs because I have my self motivation. So I continue to read stuff I read. But I know oftentimes you hear me say, "Give me my Bible." I need to reference something. So I was telling them, I said, when I have certain things, I know once I get to the shelf, I know book I need. I've read most of them, a whole lot of them. So I know what I need. If I feel my schedule is doing this, then there is book called five successful things, five things successful people do before 8 a.m. So if I feel maybe early mornings is now getting, I grab it, I get what I want, as a reference, maybe to add or to refresh your this thing. So I was telling them that. So what are we talking about? Gift them this. My dad is not my dad, even with health, weakness of body, cannot even talk what they were in here again. So is he the one now to come and tell me all of those? you know. But he promoted all these things very well. He promoted a lot of it. You know, he was an entrepreneur. He wasn't an academia, like into academics, maybe to be there. But then he talked about it, he promoted it, he did all of those. One of the books, one of my kids, reading now is a book I bought in 2005 when I was in college. That's the university. I think I can't remember the year. And the title of that book, and I got it in Nigeria. Hold on. Can I get that book, please? I will recommend that book because the book, they saw my notes and everything. They even saw my name with my media name, and they were like, "Oh, mommy, do you mean this book, The Power of Speaking? Do you mean this book is older than us? Do you?" I say, "Absolutely," And they were like, I say, "So you see where he started? So it's a continuous effort." I told them, I said, "Is this?" And when they are reading it, they are discovering, right? So even when I talk certain things, they know it's not just from mom. They know maybe it's not just from dad, right? It's connecting. Why they are reading, they have their own how they understand, right? So how they are wired, they have their own understanding. And when you now talk to them, a lot will make sense. But when it's only you doing it, just only you, like we said, you're going to limit them to a lot. And plus, that upbringing, okay, the name of the book is You Can Be an Effective Speaker. You Can Be an Effective Speaker by Dr. George Ketolile. He's an Indian man, and he wrote other books. And this book, like I said, that was 6th September 2005. I got it for 300 naira then. When 2005, and I got a book 300 naira. Is about what? Investment to know what 300 naira is. Because that's how my dad thought that if you do all of those, you have to write the date and all of those. So many of my books, they have those stuff. And I wasn't giving special money to get it. But I remember then we finished class and then we saw those books. I got there, and then pick book. Because I do go there. Once we are coming, I would just go there to see, one or two books to pick. Even one of another books I put there. Let me share that book. Because again, this book is from Nigeria. Where is that book? No, don't worry. This book says about marriage. That book talks about marriage. They say what men want from a woman, what every man wants in a woman, and the other side of it, what every woman wants in a man. I wasn't married when I got this book. But these are part of what? Readiness. These are part of what? Readiness. So that certain things that will be happening in the home will not take you unawares. Except devil tries to, but that's far away and God forbid. You know what I mean? But many things will not, a lot of things, because oftentimes many things will be like, someone that loved me, are you for real? Like, what happens to the Lord? It's not about what happened, but then it's about reality. It's about many factors that can influence and a lot of things, that can shape a lot of things, that can shake a lot of things, that can shake that, So it's about reality, and it's about understanding what that first phase of the love is love, and then understanding there is second phase, disillusionment is a reality. Is a reality. Even that stage, sometimes you'll be like, oh, why did I get married? Oh, really? Was it? Oh, wow. You will start asking yourself, like, was that? But when we intentionally still look in, right, we still can say, if this opportunity is given to me again, I will still choose him over and over again. I will still choose her over and over again. Okay, because sometimes again we forget how we started and the why we started, right? The world is a distraction. It distracts both young, is a distraction. Okay, so that is, by the way. So these books, what they're talking about the experience, their life experience, gift them these books, gift them this, so that on their own they will discover. And guess what's gonna happen, right? When they are growing, they will see those things and buy it. There are some they will see, right? It will capture. It will, it will cut the attention. It will get the attention, right? And they will be able to, without even minding the price. Without minding the price. It's not about the shoes and bags we do and all of those. We have to, okay? And as parents, we have big roles in this foundational upbringing so that they can have better paths, they can have better ways, they can have good paths to life. Some of us may not get it. Then because we don't get it, does that mean it's going to now go more, chaotic on the other side? No, that's the reason why it should even get better. Because we have a lot of how. Even if you don't know, right? Maybe some certain ways or to adjust to this, through the parenting processes like parenting, whatever it is, right? Then some things we expose them to, we navigate it, So please, we're calling on all of us, okay? We have to. That's number one. Promoting book, that's number one. Another one is what? We need to understand that environmental factors play major roles. Now, oftentimes it's all of us about parents, right? Where we want to live in whatever we want to, without thinking. We don't put certain things in place or into consideration. This place I'm living, do we consider the upbringing of my kids? Knowing fully well that environment has role to play. Environmental factors. We have to. I won't go in depth with this, okay? Like I said, we may have to redo this, but hopefully many of us will get it, okay? And then taking it again to financial, right? When we have financial challenges and then it gets so deep to financial trauma, it's gonna affect a lot as a child. It has its own role. Negative influence in upbringing of our kids. And that is why you will see some kids, when they grow up by marriage level, right? You will see them, they will tell you, I'm from so, I'm married to a man that has money. Or you will be hearing, I am married to who has money. It's all about money. Money will not get it up there. And then you see our men, because of the family, right? They came out from, right? The traumas they saw, right? On the finances. You will now see us. We will not be like, okay, and the cohorts, because it's the way. Okay? Now, are there going to be challenges? Why? Because sometimes there are times that expenditure is more than, what comes in. But how we handle it to ensure conducive early upbringing plays role. If we handle it just like many of us, how we all met then, right? Many of us will be going everywhere and anywhere seeking for money. Many of us fall to below even who we are, even a whole lot of places. Many of us is I don't know what it is, okay? And our kids are seeing those, right? Many of us can easily be bought over. Many of us can easily compromise. Many of us don't have stability in things like is back here, back there, like a wind. It moves us that way, moves us. They are watching, right? And then there is no whatever. We cannot figure a way to make us stuff the family we ate, right? We will just be like, or maybe get it to the world. No food, all this food. They are experiencing all those trauma, they are having all those experiences and can create that trauma. Right? And by then they know daddy was just a mess, right? Or mommy was just a mess. And when they are growing up, they are not growing up like a normal, because it is going to affect their their cognitive development. It's going to interfere with their normal developments. And then you will see them tomorrow, right? Some will just be like, it's about a man that has money. It doesn't matter what that's. forgetting what process, forgetting the power of process. Some of us will even marry on time just to make sure they were married to someone that has money. Some of us will even go way, 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 way beyond age of someone that may not, because I mean, it is what it is, right? May not even be there for us to enjoy that together and still enjoy the kids together if nature doesn't play funny and all of those, which, we keep it away, God forbid, and all of those, right? We won't put all those things into consideration because there are trauma. We make certain decisions based on the trauma because our development, that's cognitive, that brain development was altered. And this affects us. I was telling someone, I said, it does not matter. You see, these finances find a way to do that. He's actually a man. I said stuff I said when he was like, the one has to account for this account, all of those things. I talk and talk and talk and talk certain sense into him. This person is way beyond that. Is way all of those, and then it's about 100 and something. The naira, and this lady was at the hospital and went through whatever she went through, and all of those, and then it becomes this, that if he doesn't provide it, you will, pull the roof and all of those. I was even like, I will even pay, because I know someone that is mother. I said, me myself, I will even, because I know definitely he will not. And that's when the whole thing started making sense. I said, why creating all this toxic environment for nothing, for no reason? Why? Where has good humanity in us? Where has it gone? Where has the humanity in us gone? You gave her, and then after the account and everything, about 100,000 was missed, and then you say, is it do or that? Is if this doesn't provide, roof will fall. I say, wow. What do you do? Okay? And you have the beautiful kids, you say you love them beyond measure and all of those, and you are creating this trauma at this their early stage, and this part of what is shaping them. Tomorrow, if you will hear them say, is a lot. Anyway, so these are part of the reason why it matters. The upbringing experience, their upbringing experience is important. Okay? And then we take it to their academics. Oftentimes, we parents think that who we give our kids, heaven and earth, is their teachers. The truth we tell ourselves. We can lie to any person, but the truth we tell ourselves. And if we are not aware, we didn't know. Today we know. We need to reroute. The primary school and primary education starts from the home. Yes, some of our parents may not be learned and all of those, right? Be able to give us all those. Now, we that they tried, they couldn't go, right? And they did everything to ensure we did. What is the difference between you and me that they did that sacrifice to go than them? What is the difference? The difference is that because we can read and write, and many of them could not read and write, but they ensure we'll be able to go through that to be able to read and write. Now, how are we using it? That primary education and all of it starts from the home. So that's very important. Following up with all those things, all they do, following up, they come back from school, following up. We cannot be too busy. We cannot be too busy for all of this. I understand sometimes it might be challenging, right? Just like a graph, okay? When they are demonstrating certain stuff, graphs sometimes can go back, down, and up, down, but it shouldn't, like, the track shouldn't go all the way up, all the way down. Then it becomes an error. So let's take note of it, okay? And then there are behavioral issues. Behavioral issues. Our kids will do stuff, right? We don't pay attention. We always justify it. They are kids. That we're telling them they are kids is registering on their heads they are kids. I don't use that word. I tell my kids, what differentiates you and I is experience. I have more experience because of what? My brain has fully developed. That's number one. Number two, I have lived longer life, right? Encounter a lot, right?
meat parts with different diverse, like a whole lot. So all those things added to my experience, right? And you just started. So the brain, your brain is still through that formation process. That's one. Secondly, you haven't had experiences. You haven't encountered people. You are still a minor and all. So what differentiates all is that experience. And then it is part of my obligation, right? To be able to continue training, guiding, communicating. And the here and there, I examine, I assess. I even let them assess me. I have a place I do. I ask them to write. Sometimes I'll be like write how the week, or maybe the previous week, or your expectation. Does that mean I will obey whatever they bring up? No, because I always tell them you are still on developing brain. So your decisions, right, cannot do this. However, those things can help me, right, to better connect with them, where it gives me room for training, for corrections, right, for explaining, for training, and the more. It opens certain places or place my eye. That is why I say we cannot just base on our own. Sometimes I seek for their own. I ask them, and from that I use it, right, in much better way to be able to provide them more of a parental guidelines. Okay? So their behavior, we have to pay attention to their behavior, because at the end of the day, we bring all these things, allow them to do a whole lot of things. Exactly. Charity start at home. Absolutely. Right? And we ignore all those. We see them, they call your maybe aunts and all of those, just the small things. It starts with a little. They call by names, is okay. They talk to even their siblings at home, behavior. You are seeing them doing things even among them. And then it's okay. One thing I continue to share with you, my dad, there are certain principles we had. You, the male kids, there are things every person has wrote. The other day I was sharing it with one of my immediate elder, and it was like, man, someone that came and was talking about that, in the office. And he was like, we don't even know that. I was like, what? He said, if you think we know that, he said, and this person is from my dad, their relation in, not Agolo, because our grandmother is from there. And it was like, from they call it Ikunne, it was like he talked about daddy today and talk. It was like, we didn't even know this man. I say, I do. He said, no. Like, I said, I do. He was like, he was telling me those things, I didn't know them, but then I know he's not far-fetched from who he is and what he will do. And he was like, Daddy may one know. Like, he valued relationship, he valued, relation. It was Daddy may one know. I say, oh yeah, that's all I know. And so on. So what are we talking about? In the family, we allow older siblings to take advantage of younger siblings. In the family, we allow certain gender to take advantage of the other gender. I didn't grow up in a gender messy stuff. No. Before my father, nobody has confronted us of being a particular gender or not. No. And this part of the stuff that gave us the ability, the boldness, the confidence. And I don't like hearing those. I don't like hearing it. So in the family, you are teaching, you will not teach the male child. You allow male child's behavior going messy. You are focusing on a male. That male child will marry to someone, a male child, female child tomorrow, that a parent took time and intentional to raise up, and then it will now go and mess up with that child's brain. And before you know it, that daughter will become we seem like a crazy person. Oh yeah. We allow certain stuff at that early stage. And then it helps to shape the man or helps to shape the lady. We have to pay attention. And then Another one is attentiveness. Oftentimes we don't pay attention, and unfortunately, a lot of people are a lot of things are happening in your own very home, at your own very site, still unknowingly to you. We do not pay attention. We don't pay attention in the many early upbringing of these kids. We don't pay attention because we don't listen, because we don't seek to listen, because we don't give listening ears. It's not just always all about us. Allow them to assess. While we are doing intentionally working, right? We give room for assessment. We call it feedback. Because it's good when we are doing this, certain decisions we take. I mean, like I said, it does not mess with your authority. My kids know. Authority, we don't share that authority. We don't share that. I got no water in my mouth. I never share that with my father. No, nobody. Nope. We did. He owes no one no explanation. I owe you love, I owe you care, I owe you all of those. But I am the mom. Just like the dad is the dad. You can't take dad off the picture. You can't take mom off the picture. We are. I'm to guide and help you. And many of your decisions, right, cannot just be is you, or maybe you've grown and gotten to certain ages. You no, you have to put us into consideration. Why? Because we matters too. We are part of that journey. Relation, we are part of it. The wrong choices you take, plus or minus, will affect us. And you don't rub no red oil on me. No, I didn't rub to them. So I don't expect it. It's not my expectation. Okay. However, all these things are important at the same. That's a foundation. Is important. And while we are promoting that good version of them, we still have to ensure we are intentionally getting good version of us. Good version of us. Okay? Their emotional needs. They have their emotional needs. Like I will tell you all, my dad, he's only wake you up at night. He sees you right away. Then, if you are getting slain, he will be like, what's going on with you? What's going like the way if you once you just cross the gate, boom, right away, he sights you, he started at what's going on? You'll be like that, nothing. He will look at you, be like, what? And then you will see him, you will get to my boy, say, this child needs food. This child. He said, he will call my mom, Mama, this child, he will be like, the wrong way, and look out, this child. But the honest truth is that sometimes when you look at you and say something like maybe something is wrong, because I remember then I came back, I wasn't feeling well, and he just looked at me, was like, what, he would say, okay, and then I was like, I'm sick, and then I thought there wasn't phone then, and he looked, and then he got to my mom, I was this, and then before you know it, the fever came in and everything and all of those, and then I was taken to the hospital, and that was the first time I was like, triple plus malaria. The one is it malaria? I can't remember the one that is 3 pluses. I had typhoid, I had malaria, but there is one that has 3 plus. Went to a family hospital there that Oka Beacon hospital and maternity was out. This thing, I was 3 pluses. I can't remember if it is malaria or typhoid. I don't know the one that has plus, but whatever it is, it was that. But I haven't talked. I haven't said how I was feeling, right? Because that was my high school. I was still in secondary school. Then I came back from hostel. And he just cited me right away. He was like, what, and I was admitted at the hospital. And that hospital there, I stayed almost a couple of days, almost 1 week. So these are certain things, emotional. He cites you, you don't look this thing, you get it. You ask your child, what's wrong? Okay? Something might be bothering them. There might be a lot. Like I do my ahead. One, I tell my kids, okay, someone that don't have whatever on your roof. So there are certain things I will tell them. Their opinion does not count. I do ahead. I don't wait until this because you got to prepare them. You got to prepare them. And then we talk about family relation a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so we now have to talk about the relations. I talked to them, right? Like I shared the other time when we came back. No phone, because I want them to associate. These are our relations. These are. They see how we value this. They see how we value all of those. They see all of those, right? And I remember the night we came, because these are their early stage. They got to understand so that it can help them, even in relationship tomorrow. Okay. And then one person didn't know they speak Igbo, and then he made these comments and he looked at him like, so when he was like, sit down, one of them was skeptical. Okay. He was skeptical. And then we now have to do it this way. And then we are like, sit and this. But then I know that comments, people, right? I we smiled at all of those, and he became skeptical with that comment and all of those. And then let I say, it's not what you think. Sometimes the words our people use, right, is not the meaning. What they mean is always different from what that word. How do I put it? What the word mean is different from what they say. Their intention of saying it. Like what they mean oftentimes is different from the word. Just for example, when I came back, right? Was it when I came back on my proof? I can't remember what that is. Back home, someone was like, hey, you are, I think it was it on because I used to be skinny. Okay. And then the person was like, hey, you are too fat now. I'm not too fat. I only added some fat. It can be you added weight, but then say you are too fat. But I know what the person was like. Hey, Holly, oh my God, you are too fat now. I know it's not the intention. I understand what that is. But in this country, if you dare tell somebody, you will be sued. Okay, so I have to explain those. I was like, I told him, I said, the way, like I said, the man didn't know he speak Igbo, and then he was like, oh yeah, I think he said Omo. There is a way he said it, but it's just like Omo America, like Indomie Omo or something, Omo America. There is a way. I don't want to say that word, okay, because they're around. I still don't want to, okay. And then I was like, is what that word mean versus what the person that said it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's just like people say maybe, whatever kids, they are, you know what I mean? Okay, but that is by the way. But then, and I still had time, right, to talk about it. We came back, we go to family house, we go to here. Sometimes they will take light where we go to, places. They already know. There is what we call power NEPA. It's not regular power outage, it's power NEPA because here they have outage if they are working, right? Yeah. But you will get this right. It's not common. But we call it power outage. You'll be notified, and then everything is working on and all of those. Okay. Or maybe if the power will go up, they will let you know maybe so time. But then it's still what women. Sometimes life might still, right? But then the power for no reason, no alert, no nothing. And then you think they are bringing it, maybe 2 days they have. So they know all those things, right? You prepare them for those things so that they know these are diverse environments and all of those. Okay? So all these things help to do what? We help talk to them about all these things to be able to address their emotions, their emotional, worries. So they need us, our emotional availability, their emotional availability. They need us for those emotions because there is no other person they can share that with. But are we available? Do we pay attention? And more. Okay. I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to stop it up here. We'll continue this because there is this system, the powerful antidotes we want to share about it. Okay. However, up never, exactly. However, let's note that statement. their upbringing, that foundation matters, and we need to be intentional about it. We need to go back and review it, and not just reviewing it, we need to start acting on that. Thank you, everyone. I have few announcements to make. Now, Miss Goodness, please. Miss Goodness, Anambra admin, let's pay our, today is 13th. Please, let's pay our monthly supports, okay? So some announcement that I have here. Meanwhile, we are thanking one of our members, also a zonal admin, Miss Goodness Chukwuemeka. So Miss Goodness Chukwuemeka supported this month with 10,000 naira. I'm not just supporting it with 10,000 naira, but for the next 6 months. She wants someone in her state to be enrolled in monthly support. According to her, she just reached out. She has already paid that to community account. I saw that, and I wanted to know why. So, and then she said that she wants to enroll. So, Miss Faithful Uche in Anambra State, will we get you enrolled in our monthly support for the next 6 months? Congratulations to you, and God bless you, Miss Goodness, for all you do, and bless everyone for all you do. You all know we receive all the funds going to community account for people remitting their supports towards humanity, the work of humanity in our account. Whenever you send that, we receive it, and thank God we are now sharing receipts. So thank you all for your diligence. Thank you all for your love and support for humanity, okay? Now, every child is a genius. I heard as of some days ago, 20 persons, 20 has already registered just with one post alone. I was like, what? So please, we will be ending that soon. We'll be closing the registration soon. For the people that have already registered, the material has been sent to you all. The material, check your emails, the emails they used in registration, the materials has been sent, okay? The materials have been sent. Now, what is required is page 1 to 150. From page 1 to 150, you shouldn't read beyond, because the questions will not come after 150. If you are reading it, it's for your knowledge, because we took a lot of decisions, and our own Mr. Digital, out of his big or large heart, has to release those just to add value. It's a powerful tool both for now and tomorrow. That information you see, that material you see, is acceptable global. It's a global material, including United States of America. That material is a very asset. So keep it very well. Okay, but for the interest, for the sake of the program, Every Child is a Genius, coming up in August, the questions will come from page 1 through 100 and page 150. Okay. We have 11 states, and we see new members trooping in, by the efforts of the admins created there. We say bravo in all you do, and we welcome all the members to the family. Thank you all for all you do. Now, let's remember our 24 hours policy, our data vendors, and the other things, other gifting. Remember our 24 hours policy. Now, if we give you card or select you to sell card, charge data, after that, when you are submitting the name, put the amounts. At the same time, put your account details.
put your account details. If you take you to sell those cards 100 times, please add that account details 100 times. Remember, I'm saying this here in our live program. If you miss or violate that for 24 hours policy, that money, nobody will take it, I will not take it, but that money will go to charity account and we will publish the receipt. We will use it to give life a meaning. Nobody will take it to tell you that nobody needs it, okay? And not because maybe we mean any, harm, but if you don't send those, whenever you send that, reach out. If you're finding it difficult, because sometimes it's challenging for me going through all this. So if you find it difficult, reach out to your admin that you haven't received your pay, so that you ensure you receive your pay within 24 hours. But if you don't receive your pay within 24 hours, just know you have sacrificed it to charity. Okay? Thank you. And then now, for new members coming in, let's carry them along, please. Let's carry our new members along. When we add them, at least once or twice a day or a week, let's post, and so that they will know the days groups are on and the days they are off, so that we don't surprise them. People don't like such surprises. We put people, maybe they come to group and then group is locked. Maybe they come again. They might be coming at odd times and they will be like, what's going on here? So carrying people along is very paramount. So thank you, everyone. And from the live program, please, let's gift people. Let's give people our admins here. Let's get our admins here. Our two zonal admins, let's get them plates locked, whatever it is, whatever that is, okay, of 5,000 naira. And then the rest of our admins, let's get them from the 5 states, from the former 5 states, let's get them that plate of 3,000 naira. And then our auxiliary admins, let's get them plates, of 2,000 naira. Okay. Thank you all for all you do. And then for our members here, let's get them 1 gigabytes, and then if they choose snack plates, let's get them snack plates. I will be able to forward 111. So our zonal admins, you all take note. From me to you all, have a wonderful weekend and happy Father's Day to the men in the community from Sunday.